Hi everyone, good to see you today and thanks for tuning in. You know, sometimes if we allow people, some people can really suck that living life out of us one way or another, right? And some of us, we like to manipulate people into doing things that we want and vice versa. There may be people who are constantly in our lives, whether it's friends or family members, coworkers, whoever it may be, and they know how to push our buttons and to really manipulate us into doing what they want. You know, and I just wanted to talk about that subject and people in the sense where there's only one of us, one heart, one energy that we have and that we could consume and preserve. And the importance of that is tremendous. What it says in Proverbs, it says about, let us protect and guard our heart with all vigilance, for out of it flows the wellspring of life. And the best thing to have is peace. Peace is priceless. But sometimes with people, they can really disturb our peace and really suck the living life out of us one way or another. And if anything, we allow them to. But I hope in this video that you may give it a second thought and just to be a little bit more mindful of really protecting and guarding our heart and our energy. You know, there's only so much energy that we have in one day. And I really encourage you to think about where are you going to pick and choose to put out your energy? And how are you going to be aware of those red flags of certain people that can really suck the life out of you, or even do too much on your plate that you're so busy that at the end of the day, you're just ragged and just really tired and depleted. But I just want to remind you today that we are so valuable and worthy in God's eyes. And He doesn't want us to live each and every day for other people. Some of us can be a little confused because we believe that God tells us to be kind, compassionate, giving to other people. But I really believe in a way you have to be smart about it too. And first and foremost, what it says in Proverbs, to protect and guard our heart with all vigilance. So really be aware and put that time, attention, and effort to just really preserve yourself in a good way so you can be good as a person and be whole, so you can give and be good for your family, for your spouse, and for your friends, so you won't be running thin and running so tired and weary. You know, life is too short for all of that. So I just want to let you know, just don't give the power to other people to take control over us, to manipulate us, to make us feel guilty in some way. No, if they do that, we have to think twice. Are they a really good true friend? Or are they a good partner? Or whoever that person may be, are they worth it to have in your life? Should you put on the halt and just keep your arm's distance from certain people, kind of wean them out of your life? It takes some strength and some wisdom and discernment from God to be able to do that. And it takes a lot of courage too. But I encourage you and advise you, just take it one day and one step at a time. Start off really small, from weaning out certain people in your life so that you may be at peace and not allow people to take away who you truly are. Because we need to always have that smile in our heart, the Spirit of God just really activating in the most beautiful way, just flowing in God's Spirit. And when people, they just know how to manipulate us or to trigger us and push our buttons, and they know how to control us, please, I really encourage you, stop it and let them know that you have a different reaction response. And we don't have to give any excuses if they ask us to do things. Just say no, and that's it. I'm sorry. And when they see your change and your response, it triggers something in them like, oh, something interesting just happened. I can't pull the strings anymore. And what you're used to doing that for so long, when you're in a certain relationship with certain people, they see a different you. They need to see a better you, more stronger you, and just really ask God to help you in that arena. I remember when my mother-in-law lived with us, she knew how to manipulate my husband. For so many years, she would just vent out all her complaints, her worries, concerns, talk about the family member, talk about the people at church, everything to my husband. And I would see them both sitting in their living room. And he would just take it in, and he doesn't want to hear all of this, but she needs somebody to vent out to. So she would use him in a certain sense. And she would just vomit all of this negative things to him. And poor husband, it doesn't make him feel any better. It just pretty much ruined his day. So I was so happy and proud of him one day, finally, after years of watching and witnessing this scenario. One day he told his mom, she was there, they are sitting in the living room again, and there my mother-in-law goes out just talking and yapping away, complaining. And he stopped her. He says, "Mom, if you complain one more, that I'm going to get up and just walk out of this room." So she started doing it because she was just in that habitual mode of always venting out to him. He stood up. He changed his response, his reaction, and he took action about that. He walked away. So that snapped in something in her. Ooh, I can't manipulate him as much in this scenario anymore, because he chose to change his response. And then therefore, she more zipped her lip. But it is hard and challenging. You live with a person. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your children, or anybody else. It's really, really hard. But I believe if they see your change in reaction and your response to them, and you become more powerful, stand your ground, and just with God's strength and His power within you, just to speak up and just say, "Sorry, you cannot manipulate me anymore, or make me feel guilty anymore," or whatever it may be. And it's really hard sometimes with certain people because they don't listen to you. And sometimes if we try to explain certain things, it's like talking to a brick wall. You are going to waste your time and your energy trying to convince, talk, explain, whatever it may be, to another person. So I pray that God may give you the discernment and wisdom on what to say and what not to say to certain people in your life, so that you may have more peace in your heart, so your heart may flourish and may grow rather than being destroyed or being just killed with other people's manipulation in you. God bless you today, and I hope something I said helped you out, something to think about and ponder. I'll see you next week, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And take up that challenge and just become more aware inwardly. God bless you. Bye-bye.